I'm Davina Doyle, and today on the show, we're featuring rapper A.R. Paisley. He's a storyteller who focuses on connection and living in the moment. Here's A.R. Paisley with Hollywood.
Yeah. I want to dedicate this one to the dreamers. I always say, never let anybody tell you that one dream is too big. There's no such thing as a dream that's too big. Prove those non-believers wrong. It's a beautiful feeling, dreaming and then achieving. Yeah. Let me talk to him. Look. I fell a couple times, but I still landed on my feet. Now we're overlooking Hollywood, we made it out the streets. If you were starving right beside me, I'ma make sure that we feast. So raise your glasses for a toast before we eat. If you help me get the cake, then I'ma cut you off a piece. I was taught to keep the peace, but if I'm out, I keep a peace. I don't like to talk, I do the most and say the least. And I don't wanna hear you speak unless you practice what you preach. I can give a fuck less than if you feeling me. My family gets the real of me, they know who I really be. I don't got no ops in the streets, ain't got no enemies. I don't got the time, or frankly I don't got the energy. I feel like I need therapy. What am I gonna get from sitting here and sharing these thoughts with someone who doesn't care for me? Apparently, it'll clear out my thoughts and give me clarity. Maybe I just need a real one that's gonna be there for me. Maybe I just need to take some time so I could cherish these memories I've had with the people that I've loved and I've lost. Cause look at all this love that I've lost. There was people that I lost and I never feel their presence. So before I count my bread, I say a prayer and count my blessings. Death in real life could teach a grown man a lesson. I just wish that there was phones up in heaven. I will make some calls and tell some people that I miss them. That will make it easier throughout all of the distance. I don't think about the things I said, and that's what got me tripping. I think about the things that I didn't. In a tough position, had to make a few decisions. Multiplying money, I don't like to do division. I know how to swim so I could burn a couple bridges. Use the flame to light the way because I needed better vision. Fell a couple times and I still landed on my feet. Now we're overlooking Hollywood, we made it out the streets. If you were starving right beside me, I'ma make sure that we feast. Raise your glasses for a toast before we eat. If you help me get the cake, then I'ma cut you off a piece. I was taught to keep the peace, but if I'm out, I keep the peace. I don't like to talk, I do the most to say the least. And I don't wanna hear you speak unless you practice what you preach. CBC Music. I'm happy to be here. And I'm happy to continue on this journey. Hollywood. From Mississauga to Hollywood. Keep dreaming.
You fell a couple times, but you still landed on your feet. That's a great lyric. Where were you when you wrote that song?
I think I was actually at home, just in my basement. I think what it was either late December or early January. And I was just thinking about 2023 and starting the year right. And just where I've come from. And that was like the first thing that came into my head.
So you had all of this success. You have landed on your feet. I mean, your streaming numbers are out of control, like 80 million.
Thank you.
You've been named an artist to watch. You have brand sponsorships with Roots, Kappa. How does landing on your feet feel today?
It feels good. I've said this before, though, as an artist, as somebody in this industry, I feel like a lot of us forget to stop, enjoy the moment, have that gratitude of, oh, okay, I'm here. Like last year I wanted to be here and now I'm here. So it's tough because you always set a goal and then as a musician you get there and you forget to stop and realize, oh, this is where I want it to be. I just get there and then it's, okay, what's next?
You've landed on your feet, but in that song you still brought up certain struggles. Yeah. Where are you with those struggles now?
Life is life at the end of the day. I feel like no matter how good your life is, there's always going to be ups and downs. Nobody has the perfect life, let's say.
So I just try to focus on the positive things. And as the negative things come, just try to maneuver and always stay grateful and stay positive.
When did you know that you had a talent, something special?
I don't know. I feel like as a kid, I just loved music. So I was always like rehearsing and singing the songs that I loved. I loved Usher. I loved Ludacris. And I would just memorize their lyrics and rap them to myself. So I feel like that's where I got like the cadence and the flow from. And then I guess it was high school, right? Being where we were from, we just freestyle every day and battle rap. And that's how I kind of got into it, of like writing my own lyrics. We started battle rapping. So I would write battle rap lyrics. And it was the reactions that I got where I was like, okay, I think this is working. People like it. But it wasn't until later, I would say 19, 18, where I really started to say, okay, I want to write full songs for myself and record them in the studio and see the reaction from there.
Now, you write alone, but you also collaborate with other people.
Yeah.
How is that process, writing and recording, differ from doing alone?
So alone, I'm just locked in with myself, right? It's like I don't have to overthink anything. Nobody else is there. I've learned to record myself. So it's a little easier because you don't have like too many people in the room with you. But I also love collaborating. It just has to be with the right person, I found. If it's somebody else, we're on two different wavelengths, it could get difficult. But collaboration with the right person is a beautiful thing because it's just two minds working together for the same goal, and it always comes out beautifully.
I'm curious with this next song, Still Grateful, how did that song come about? Did you write it solo? Was it a collaboration?
I wrote that solo. I got some inspiration from J. Cole, one of my favorite rappers. And I remember, I think I was at home too. I have a studio at my house and I just dove into it. And I really wanted to maintain that message of being grateful, showing gratitude. Because like I said earlier, it's, especially in this industry, it's really tough to smell your flowers at the same time and then also worry about where am I headed next.
A.R. Paisley, CBC Music. I want to take this moment to show some gratitude. I'm still grateful for everybody that stuck around in this journey, and I'm still grateful for the blessings to come. Let's get this started the right way. Yeah. Look, if you could trade your life for their life, tell me if you would, but don't compare your life to their life. They only post the good. Would I make my life perfect? Only if I could, but don't compare your life to my life. I only post the good, and I'm still grateful for the ones I love. I'm still grateful for the ones I got and all the love they brought. Loyalty and love can't be bought. Staying solid, being honest, things that can't be taught. I close my eyes and say a prayer for all the time that I wasted on giving fucks about the people that hated. And I couldn't hate back. I'm built different. I'm not made of the hatred. Hope my enemies will prosper and all of us make it. I need to find a way to fly away so I can have the time and space to find a place inside my soul. Haven't had the time to think. I used to think that life was better through designer frames with diamond rings and diamond chains and living for the finer things. But I think that I just noticed it. With the people I'm getting closer with, it's more about the family I'm growing with and businesses and ownerships. You know, if you could trade your life for their life, tell me if you would, but don't compare your life to their life. They only post the good. Would I make my life perfect? Only if I could, but don't compare your life to my life. I only post the good, and I'm still grateful for the ones that hate. I see through the bullshit and the fake. I got love for my fam that stays solid through the ups and the downs, but I'm still grateful for the ones that break. All these L's turn to lessons, let that hatred fade. I kept it real, that's how we're raised, growing up in my days. 2012, all these memories made. And I'm still grateful for my memory lane. I stay solid, never fold over diamonds and gold. I stay silent through the things that I seen and never told. I need action in my life. These words get old, and somewhere down the line I see my heart turn cold. See, I don't really know what isn't right and what is, cause some people happy with a wife and their kids, and some people happy with some ice on their wrist. Either way, just love the life that you live. Yeah, I'll tell y'all again. If you could trade your life for their life, tell me if you would, but don't compare your life to their life. They only post the good. Would I make my life perfect? Only if I could, but don't compare your life to my life. I only post the good, and I'm still grateful for the ones I love. I'm still grateful for the ones I got and all the love they brought. Loyalty and love can't be bought. Staying solid, being honest, things that can't be taught. CBC Music. I'm still grateful for this moment. I'm grateful for the past. I'm grateful for what's to come in the future. But as of right now, I'm just living in the moment. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. And I'm happy to be here.
It's such a beautiful sentiment. How do you practice staying grateful?
I've had a tough time doing that, and that's why I made the song. Actually, was I was in that moment of, okay, I should be grateful for these things instead of always looking at the negative. So I made that song to just remind myself, show gratitude, be grateful for everything that's come, and then focus on what's next.
In that last song, you say, you only show the good. Social
Yeah.
media can be a beast on the mental health.
Definitely.
But it is how you stay in touch with your followers. It's how you're growing your brand. It's how you're going to be a worldwide superstar. So how do you not let it affect your mental health? How do you deal with social media?
I feel like I like to take breaks. Sometimes I feel like, okay, maybe just take like a 2-day break off of social media. It's social media is weird, but it's a tool. It's like if you use it the right way, it could definitely be beneficial. But like I said in the song, nobody's gonna post their lows. Nobody's gonna post themselves while they're crying. Nobody's gonna post themselves while they're sad. So that's why I wrote that lyric, is just don't believe everything you see online, because that's what starts getting to you. And you start
Yes.
comparing your life to this person's life, when in reality, that person's life, you don't know anything about it. You just know what they choose to show you. So that was what that lyric was about, mainly.
What's next for you in terms of your career trajectory?
There's a lot of things that's next. I can't really put my finger on the exact thing that's next, but I'm just focused on the growth now at this point. Like we've talked about, I've been independent this far, and now we're kind of at that place where, okay, the next move is definitely a very important move. So with all the people that are here today, we've just been talking very closely about exactly what we need to do and the right way we need to approach it. So I don't want to say too much, but the next move is definitely going to be one of my bigger moves.
I can't wait to see it. Thank you so much for being here today.
Of course. Thank you guys for having me.
That was A.R. Paisley repping Mississauga. If you want to know more about A.R. Paisley, head on over to cbcmusic.ca/the intro.